Hello viewers, welcome back to the 3-Hour News Show on C Today. Now, Telkom University held another Telecom Infra Project, or TIP, in 2023. And this annual event is organized by the Telecom Infra Project Community Lab Telkom University, or TIPCL-TELU, as a forum for the government, industries, academics, and associations to collaborate, exchange business, promotional tools, and share knowledge with technology experts.
Yes, and TIPCL-TELU was established at Telkom University in 2020 as the first TIP community lab in Southeast Asia. The project offers a variety of events involving various industries, local and global technology experts. This event aims to promote the evolution, innovation, and collaboration between telecommunication industry practitioners to help shape the future of global telecommunication in our everyday lives.
That's right. And to know more about the collaboration, we now have Telkom University Business Unit Management Head Galih Prihartanto and TIP Community Lab Telkom University Manager Deni to talk more about it. Welcome to the studio. Thank you so much for being here. We obviously here, we can't wait to know more about this collaboration. So first, can you explain the role of Telkom University in the TIP Community Lab TELU? And this one is for Mas Galih.
Okay then. So Telkom University was a host of Telkom Infra Project. Telkom Infra Project is a community in the world that basically concerning in infrastructures of telecommunications. Once this had, let's say, the place to have collaborations, and then the hub of every single partners and also members of Telkom Infra Project in the world. So in Indonesia and Southeast Asia, this is the first time of Indonesia to have a Telkom Infra Project in university or academics. So we are the first host that basically placed in academics. And Telkom University, let's say we have so many resources. We have lecturers, students, and also researchers. And this is more helpful for actually to looking for any collaborations, including in telecommunications industries.
Right, so again, I think it's still for you, Mas Galih. Now, how did you involve? Because there's got to be more than one party in this collaboration, right? Can you explain now a little bit how you got involved, or how you involved many parties on this collaboration?
Okay, so then when the TIP is actually placed in Telkom University, we are chosen by the Kominfo of Indonesia. And then once the laboratory exists and established in Telkom University, we involve so many members. We involve so many, let's say, partners in Indonesia. We involve the governments. The representatives from Kominfo. We also involve industry in telecommunications. We also involve a vendor and also the operator in Indonesia. And then after that, we sit together. We are thinking about what we can actually do to leveraging and also increasing and boosting connectivity in Indonesia.
A little follow-up on that. So how are we doing so far with connectivity issues?
Okay, then as we know that Indonesia, there's so many islands and also there's so many in rural, the rural area. So then there were no internet connections there. So we are here to actually doing a research and also, let's say, to be an answer how we can boost the internet to the rural area of Indonesia.
Yeah, because you know, if we've been traveling, right?
Yes.
Sometimes when we go to like rural places, we don't have that internet connection. So that's what you at Telkom University are trying to do, to get everyone in Indonesia, in rural areas, to get the internet connection. But before we continue, I kind of want to know, where exactly is Telkom University? You haven't mentioned it. So, where is it?
Exactly. Telkom University is actually in Bandung. We also have Telkom University Jakarta Campus in Jakarta, once in Halimun and also Dan Mogot. And then the centers of the university is still in Bandung, Buah Batu. So play. So let's come visit Telkom University in Bandung.
So you got a lot of places that you can actually do your research on, right? And we understand that again, collaboration so far probably or most likely have been made. And can you elaborate a little bit between the members of the infrastructure, the Telkom project?
Okay, in the first level, we are collaborating with governments. There were Ministry of ICT of Indonesia, the Ministry of Industry in Indonesia also. Not to mention, we also have, let's say, vendor. It is for the manufacturing of telecommunications equipments. Let's say PT Inti, and then many others members like KCC Tech.
Yeah.
And then what others? Like from abroad, para wireless, buy cells, and everything. For operator in Indonesia, Telkomsel and others also join us to have a research in Telkom University. And the last is industries of telecommunications. We call it system integrator, on how we can, let's say, every single equipment of telecommunications could be gathered and need to communicate each other, right? So the one that can install and also configure on how the equipment can communicate each other is system integrator. We have Mitratel, we have KCC Tech, we have Tech Bros, we have Alita.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
So last Friday, we actually had a talk show with Telkom University and also KCC Tech.
Yes.
So they were telling us about how for the students, they have to come up with these ideas, and if they actually do well in whatever they do, they actually get to go for an intern in the United States. So that's one of the projects that you guys are doing.
Yes, of course. We have 5 program pillars. We call it 5 program pillars.
Okay.
First is trial and development, and then we have testing and validations, building an awareness, capacity building, and manufacturing initiative. So for building an awareness and capacity building, we are also collaborate with KCC Tech, while the program is led all the students that, let's say, smart students from Telkom University can go abroad and do internships there, doing project with KCC Tech in Silicon Valley of America.
Oh, great. So it's got a lot of opportunities, not only just on the information and technology, software. We're going to get to that a little bit too, but we're going to go to Mas Deni right now. Mas Deni, so can you again explain to us a little bit more what TIP is and its latest programs in Indonesia?
Yeah. TIP, or Telecom Infra Project, is a global community of company and organizations, and it has very diverse members, communication service providers, technology partners, and also connectivity stakeholders, including academia. We are collaborating in one platform, focusing on how to accelerate infrastructure solutions to define. So we work actually based on 3 groups. We have what we call project groups. The outcome will be a product.
Okay.
And then solutions group, the outcome will be solution and use cases. So we do not talk only about the equipment, but also the use cases. And the last, we have TIP Community Lab. We have around 17 community labs in the world.
Wow. Okay.
And we are starting at 2016, and until 2019, we did not yet one in Southeast Asia region.
Okay.
And for sure, we see Indonesia is the country with biggest impact if we plan to have our community lab there.
Yeah.
But like Pak Galih said, lab, you can imagine, the activity is just doing some kind of gig stuff.
Yeah.
You said it.
Doing testing and validation, maybe going to the field to trials.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure we have it.
Okay.
But it will not be sustained. And it will not get a bigger impact if, that's why we synchronize with national concerns, especially with connectivity.
Yeah.
Connectivity is about not only providing the equipment, but how to provide the supply and demand platforms in a very collaborative way. So that's why we have 5 pillars.
Yeah.
Right.
2 basic pillars plus 3 special pillars for Indonesia, which is build awareness about what happens worldwide what is getting trending in the worldwide, but not yet here. And then local and capacity building. We need engineers. Yeah. We will come with more products and more use cases, and then we need the one who implements, which is engineers and resources.
Yeah.
And then the last is we also encouraging in Indonesia can also take the benefit of connectivity when it is come when the supply and demand is growing. So we put it in the last pillars, which is local manufacturing initiatives. You can imagine from Sabang to Merauke, hundreds of base stations, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, and then we can only celebrate when it is on air. Okay, we have 5G now, but how many % of it is made in Indonesia?
How many % of it is made
Can
in
you tell us?
Yeah, for now.
It's so little numbers.
Okay.
We're trying to encourage this to be increased.
Yeah.
Right.
And our program period is based on 5 pillars to push everything, including the resource availability, the variety of equipment vendors. So the supply and demand can be, we can say the more the merrier.
Yeah.
Right.
I think everyone will demand a 5G.
Exactly.
Right.
This is, we're talking about 5G now. It's everywhere. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we have a little bit of 5Gs, again, but it needs to be supported by the devices and everything else around it, right? Okay.
Okay, Mas Deni, how can the Telkom Infra Project Community Lab help equalize the network in Indonesia? I mean, I think you just explained it to us.
Yeah.
But
There is actually
specific...
3 challenges
Yeah.
regarding connectivity in general, and Indonesia has the same problem. Number one is cost restrictions, and also the vendors limited. The number, the cost is high, the vendors is limited, so no many options. And then rural challenge, and then regarding 5G and beyond, we talk about urban area and more network density. We cannot run the network like we have decade or 2 decades ago, and the collaboration is the key. And what we do is do programs to give induction to change competition into collaboration. The idea is there. And Telkom University strategically chosen as a neutral host, actually, that everybody feel free to come and to collaborate.
That's nice. Very welcoming.
Yeah.
Now, again, talking about, you said earlier, infrastructures, and of course, we talk about software, we talk about hardware and all that. And of course, talking about digital, we talk about ecosystem, digital ecosystem. Now, is there, can you tell us if you are able of, or maybe that is actually you are able to build this digital ecosystem through Telkom University?
Yeah. We could say that we have actually very small pool in the connectivity. The model is the regulators give license to the operators. Operators buy equipment from vendors. That's all, finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ecosystem is limited.
Right.
But when we talk about collaboration, inviting more players, we can break down even the business models. So the circle is on not only 1, 2, 3, or 4 circle,
Right.
but we have more, because the concept is to disaggregate it, the equipment that previously integrated to this aggregated concept. Hardware and software from different vendors now can talk each other.
Yeah.
That's good.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
The one who possesses very good capability and competency on making hardware, they can focus on hardware. The one that very good in programming, they can focus on software.
Right.
And by doing so, we can achieve at certain level without knowing everything from end to end as a whole product and or single appliances. It means we are triggering more potential from local. Okay, I cannot make one bundle of equipment. Okay, you are good at software.
Right.
It will be counted as a local content. I can design. okay, it will be content as local content. And again, I will bring you to the context of having map from west to the east, from Sabang to Merauke. We have 100,000 of BTS with 0% local content now becoming. We are expecting at certain level. We are not talking about 80 or 100%.
Right.
Gradually 10, 20, it will be very good for us. And then when, let's say, 5G or 6G come, then we can celebrate not only just hanky-panky ceremonial like that. And we can be proud that we have maybe like 25 or maybe 40% local content on technology at 6G.
Do you, now maybe this is the last question.
Okay.
How far away are we to see that from becoming, from realizing it?
Very good question. Before answering that question, usually for the visitors that usually coming to the lab in the university, oftenly, especially when the visitors is coming from decision makers, I said to them, Bapak and Ibu, one day we have here in Bandung made an aeroplane and it is flight. Why don't we thinking about making BTS base station in 5G and 6G starting from here? And the big question is also keep on repeating about our ability. One by one, reaching the stakeholders in the ecosystem, and it comes popping up. Okay, I can make the hardware. I have the experience on making the servers. And then, okay, we have some resources that very good at making the software. And it comes in very surprising way, actually. Previously, we are doing for almost 2 or 3 years. The direction is coming from us to outside, and then now the feedback is coming. And for example, last event, we have our guest from Taiwan. Okay, we are thinking, okay, we are having friends from abroad. Surprisingly, when we talk each other, okay, they are our fellow from Indonesia. They are doing software programming on radio access network. So we can tell to everyone that questioning, okay, we are ready actually. We just need the orchestrator.
Sounds good. Sounds like we have, well, at least you guys have things in plan. And again, we hope that everything is going to go as planned and as quickly as possible. Of course, we want to see Indonesia in the world map, technology map.
Yeah, I think this interview is one of our collaboration and see today's contribution also.
Great that we can contribute, right?
To build the awareness of the society, to knowing that we have this kind of program. So then everyone can collaborate now. Just like, let's say, contact me. Do a collaboration with TIP.
All right.
So contact Telco University.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
We definitely learned a lot today.
Yes, of course.
All right. Those were the special segment of our business segments for this hour. But we'll return in a moment with Rangga, who will bring you the latest from the world of sports. Stay tuned.
Thank you.